Top of the top. Top of the top. You have a little phone problems there, Corey?
I'm trying to get on these fucking comments, man.
Happy Monday, man. Happy Monday. Good morning. This is Getting in the Green with Perfect Strangers. I'm your host with the most, Daryl. I got my co-host, the one and only Green Hoodie legend right there. Corey, what's good?
Not much, man. Good weekend. Good Super Bowl, man. Good times.
Yeah.
Ready to get back to some ball, though.
It is all ball now, right?
Yeah, no baseball, no nothing right now. So
I know, man. I know. This is, you know, Corey, this is honestly where I start doing really, really good, man. Right before the All-Star break, and then right after the All-Star break. It's like I come alive. I come alive. I don't know, bro. I don't know. What were your thoughts about the game, man? You happy with the results?
Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good game, man. Honestly, I wanted to see Burrow kind of get that drive done. But yeah, I mean, good game. It was competitive. That's mostly what we can ask for. I didn't really have a dog in the fight. So
Yeah, I didn't.
Good game. Halftime show was good. Yeah, it was just what we expected it was going to be.
Halftime show was good as hell, man. Two things that stuck out, bro. Two things that really stuck out. As soon as the game was over, you saw the hashtag rigged come out, right? Scripted, rigged, whatever you want to call it. Refs missing too many calls. And then all of your racist white folks. Well, no, I shouldn't say it like that, but everybody talking about how criminal the halftime show was. Come on, man. Our halftime show was solid. And everybody talking about 50 Cent should have been hanging upside down, man.
I don't know what that dude was doing, man.
I don't know.
They said he got paid. He a whole dollar now.
Yeah, he a whole dollar. He a whole dollar, man. He probably should have came in with a hoodie on. Not even had no damn wife beater on. He should have had a whole hoodie on. I don't know. All in all, man, that was good. That was a solid halftime show. Solid game. I liked it. I'm happy with the results. OBJ got his ring. Stafford finally got his ring, so he's definitely in the Hall of Fame, right?
I mean, I guess.
Here we go.
Hall of Fame.
Here we go, man. Hall of Famer he is. He's going to be a Hall of Famer.
We just letting everybody in?
Oh, here we go. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe he'd go back next year. I don't know. Guy on the couch is like, nah.
I don't know. Nah. Hall of Fame, man. Good quarterback.
That's it. You just going to leave it at that?
Yeah, that's about it,
I'm
man.
not saying first ballot, Doc. He'll get there eventually, though.
I don't see it.
It's 2 games yesterday, bro. 2 games. That was it. Didn't step on the games at all yesterday, man. Right. First game was Atlanta at Boston. That game was 95-105. Atlanta had that game, man, first half. Then Boston's like, yo, hold up, bro. Hold up. That third quarter just went spaz. That third quarter is where they won. 42 points in the third quarter, bro. 42 points. That was it. Boston covered. So if you took Boston, which you should be taking them right now, you know, you're getting a little bit of bread in your pocket. Next game, man, Minnesota at Pacers. You took something on that game, right?
Yeah, I'm on the over there.
Yeah.
I'm going to play these Pacer overs here for a little while just because they're playing extremely fast with these new guys.
Yeah.
And also no defense. So,
yeah.
I think we got probably about 3 or 4 games here we can capitalize before they adjust.
Mm-hmm. I think it's going to be sooner than that, to be honest with you. I noticed a change, man, when I took Pacers first quarter, right? Last week, first quarter over 26.5 points, and they put up almost a 50 burger. But They kept it close. That game is a lot closer than the score, Corey. Right, 129 to 120. Minnesota had to put up some points at the end, but Minnesota got racked in the first quarter. So yeah, I think the team's got to adjust to the speed. They really do. But yeah, Minnesota gets it done away from the new look Pacers team, and those were the only two games. So let's get into today's games, man. First game on the books, man. Detroit Pistons at Washington Wizards. This line is Washington minus 4.5. Total on this game is 217.5. I tell you, man. I tell you, I think this number is right. I think it's right. Right? Is Kristaps going to play today? Not sure.
I think he's out still.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, he's out. He's out. Marvin Bagley's probable. I don't know if anyone really cares about that. Daniel Gafford's out. Bradley Beal is still out. Right. So I probably won't get to this game, but Wizards seem like the right side. I think it seems kind of actually too easy. Right. If I'm just looking at a little bit of stats here. Yeah, they already played December 8th. That was an overtime game. Washington won it 116 to 119. Right. So I just think it's one of these games to where Washington should get up. You don't have Montrezl Harrell. You don't have Spencer Dinwiddie, right? You did get rid of some set pieces there, but Washington seems like the side here easily. Looking at that line when it opened, I think it was at a 4. So money is coming in on Washington. Who do you like here?
I don't know. This one's tough, man. I actually like Detroit here just because Washington doesn't have any pieces right now yet. They give away Dinwiddie, bring in Porzingis, which is a great trade for them. They just haven't got to utilize it yet. Yeah, I mean, Kuzma might be able to get this one done, but Detroit's been outside of the Charlotte game, semi-competitive. Washington's also just lost to Sacramento and some other teams they shouldn't, a 1-point game with Brooklyn, who's 11 in a row now they've lost over there in Brooklyn. So not overly impressed here with Washington until they get these pieces. But, Detroit, on the other hand, also not very good. So I'm going to stay away from this game, but I would lean Detroit here to win this one.
Interesting. All right, we'll see. Next game we have, man, OKC at the Knicks. Complete dumpster fire of a team right now in New York. Right? Complete dumpster fire. Line on this is minus 8.5. I really don't understand why, Corey. I don't understand why here. Total on this is still 205.5. Looking at the injuries here, you got RJ Barrett not even playing, bro. RJ Barrett is out. Cam Reddish is questionable. Noel is still questionable. Robinson is questionable. And you give me minus 8.5 against an OKC team who actually can cover some spreads, right? I do not understand this line at all. OKC has the capacity to take really good teams, bro. Really good teams and keep it close, if not almost beat them, right? You saw that with Dallas. You've seen that time and time again with LA. You've seen that even almost with the Phoenix Suns. I mean, this team can stick around, right? They literally did that with Philly, right? I think that line was 13.5 and Philly won by 13. So it's this to me, man, this could be a OKC money line. It's just weird. It's just weird to me. Who do you like here?
Yeah, I think OKC is the bet. I don't know if I necessarily get there because it's OKC, but look, the Knicks are getting way too much respect off that one game against Golden State.
Yeah.
But they came back out, got smacked up by Portland right after that. So, yeah, the Knicks aren't good right now, man. Everyone's talking Randall's playing great basketball. I mean, it's easy to play when you're losing. It's easy to put up the stats when you're not competitive in most games. So I do like OKC. OKC keeps games close. Yeah, there might be some looks here. Some alternate lines to really get some value if you want to play it. But again, there's 2 more bad teams here. The day's starting out with some of the worst teams in the league in
Absolutely.
these first 2 games. So
Absolutely.
OKC's the side here. They could even win this game if you want to go money line. But I'm not probably getting here.
Yeah, I'm not going to get to it. There's no way in hell I'm betting NY. Not NY in this form. And there's no way in hell I'd ever bet OKC. But I'm going to look at some numbers deep. They've already beat them, bro. They beat New York December 31st, 95-80. Now, there's a lot of moving parts behind that, right? But they still beat them. And I would probably dare to say that that New York team that was playing in December was a lot better than the New York team you've seen play in late January and, so far this month. So I'm cool on that for now. Next game you have, man. Sacramento at Brooklyn. This game right now is Brooklyn +4. Might as well be +8.
It should be +8.
Might as well be +8, dog. That's the way I'm looking at it. No, it's Brooklyn +4, Kings -8. Total on this is over under 228. I think it's right, to be honest with you. No Kyrie now, right? You do have Seth and Andre Drummond who might make their debut. I believe they are, but still no Harden. But we've talked about how different this Kings team looks right now, right? Fox is playing better. Sabonis is playing better. Man, you got rid of that dead weight, I guess, if you want to call it that. If the Kings want to call it that. I still don't agree with the Tyrese Halliburton move, but the Kings seem like they agree with it, right? I mean, I probably won't bet this game either, right? I probably won't bet this game at all. But it does seem like the Kings are the right side here. The Kings are definitely the right side because you don't get in front of a team that's just been continually losing. You don't. And the Kings are quietly have back-to-back wins, right? And when they played Brooklyn on February 2nd, they beat them 112-101, right? And this is going to probably be a better Kings team if people want to talk about it that way. So my money's not going to be there. The first 3 games, I'm probably not getting to unless I dig deeper into these numbers. But who do you like here?
I already stepped on Sacramento.
Really?
I got -3.5. They're going to blow out this Brooklyn team. I think people get scared because they still see the Brooklyn logo.
Yeah.
Let's be real, 11 straight losses. This team's not playing any better than the Orlando Magic right now.
Yeah.
They're one of the worst teams in the league. And no one wants to say it because, it's the Brooklyn Nets and they still got hopes for the playoffs. But the reality is they're not winning on the road with Kyrie. They're not going to win this game at home with DeAndre Bembry and Patty Mills and whoever else is going to step on the floor tonight.
Right.
Sacramento's playing good ball. They do start really slow. So I could see this being competitive in the first half. But Sacramento pours it on late. Sabonis Fox is just a good duo right now.
They got a little bromance.
Yeah, the pick and roll looks good. Sabonis can create for Fox. I like the Sacramento team right now. I stepped on them on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
-3.5 against Brooklyn. I just don't see what Brooklyn's going to do here. This could also get out of hand. I think Sacramento could blow them out here.
I got you. I'm going to look deeper into these numbers too. But if these numbers are true with Sacramento and these moves are definitely good with Sacramento, then Sacramento's going to be winning quite a few games. They're going to be winning quite a few games here. Just even looking at their next 3, Chicago and then back-to-back Denver. So we'll see, man. We'll see. No look for me on right now. It looks like you like Sacramento. Next game we have, man. Milwaukee Bucks versus Portland Trailblazers. Line on this game is 15.5. Total on it's 232. Corey, usually I don't care about large spreads, right? I'm not afraid of a lot of these numbers. But this is probably a game I won't play because of a backdoor cover. Now, you're telling me that the Bucks, at 15.5, if you're not afraid that Portland will cover, right? Then this is a game that's gonna, have a score where Bucks are winning by 30, right? But Portland right now is on their own 2-game win streak with the G League roster, if you want to call it that. They beat New York and the Lakers. So now they're about to play Milwaukee. And they've already lost to Milwaukee on the 5th of February, and that was almost a 30-point blowout, 137 to 108. Everybody for Milwaukee is healthy. Giannis is probable. And then on the Trailblazer side, pretty much everybody is out. Dennis Smith is out. Eric Bledsoe's out. Ingles is there, but he's gone. I mean, he's not even playing, but he's there. Nasir Little, same thing, right? No CJ McCollum. So once again, you've got Anthony Simmons, Joseph Nurkic. Those are your superstars. I don't know, man. I don't know. This could be a 30-point blowout, but it's just probably a game I won't touch at all. But it's definitely a Buck side here, considering what they just did to him earlier this month. Who do you like?
Yeah, I mean, you got to like the Bucks here, but I'll probably, in games like this, I've just been leaning going the alternate lines.
Right.
I'll probably give the 16 in the first half with Milwaukee and then 21 for the game, get a little plus money. Because, yeah, I mean, if they show up and they're actually focused here, they're going to blow them out. They should win this one by 30, no problem. The worry is that they're going to see they're playing this Portland team. They come out a little lackadaisical and don't step on them. But they've been blowing teams out, man. They've been blowing good teams out. They blew out Phoenix. They're playing good ball right now. You got to figure they get
Phoenix beat them.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Phoenix. That Phoenix got them last.
Phoenix blew them out.
Right. So maybe that's the motivation.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. They blew out the Lakers, Clippers, Portland.
Yeah.
They just beat this Portland team by 29. Yeah. I don't know. I would probably say Milwaukee here. I don't know if I get there, though. I'll probably just go alternate lines on this game.
Yeah. Yeah. I was on Milwaukee's side. I was like, okay, just give me the +3 of Milwaukee, the way they've been playing. But, Phoenix is probably the best team in the NBA right now. And Portland probably is close to one of the worst NBA teams. So talk about difference in opponent. This would be it. So we'll see, man. We'll see. I don't have a play on this game, though. Next game we have, man, is Toronto Raptors at New Orleans. Total on this game is +5. Man, this line was actually at a 3.5, bro, in some books. Right? I should have jumped all on it. I'm telling you, man, New Orleans is a fighting team, but there's no team quite like Toronto right now. Toronto has no injuries to report, right? And New Orleans Pelicans is as healthy as they're going to get. So it seemed like a no-brainer just to take Toronto here. It seems like a no-brainer just for how good they've been playing. And Toronto's already got them in January. They beat them by 4, and this line's just right where it is. And then Toronto actually didn't cover that spread, right? They're coming off a loss to Denver, 109-110, right? But they were on their own win streak. They were on a tear for a quick second, winning 8 in a row and covering the spreads, right? So if you think Toronto's going to win, then, they're going to cover this 5. That's the way I see it. So I'm leaning Toronto. That is a lean for me, and it's going to be Toronto full game here at the +5. Might have missed some value only because a lot of these numbers were hit really early, it seems, but I do like Toronto full game here, -5. Who do you like?
Yeah, I think everybody was looking to bet after their losses for the Super Bowl, so everyone,
Yeah,
they hopped on some ball real early here. I already got Toronto -4.5, though.
okay.
This Pelican experiment here with McCollum's not working out. He's taking the ball out of Ingram's hands, and now you have the same problem that Portland's had for the last couple of years, is that he doesn't play any defense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big CJ McCollum fan. I think
I could tell.
Extremely overrated. He's never won in his career. So, yeah, I think Toronto gets all over him. New Orleans isn't playing any D, and Brandon Ingram's it reminds me of when he was on the Lakers, where he's just not the same player without the ball in his hands and being the guy. So we'll see if they can turn it around, but I think Toronto gets all over him here. They're healthy right now.
Mm-hmm.
They need a little bounce back after that Denver game.
Yeah, they do. They do. They do. Yeah. I think I'm going to make a move on Toronto. I just want to look at the numbers to see if there's any advantage in taking Toronto first half. If I'm looking, this table has been updated February 11th. And right now, Toronto 6-4 in their last first halves. I'll have to look more into that. I wonder if that's a good look too. First half full game. But for right now, yeah, good lean for me. Next game we have on the slate, man. San Antonio at the Shy. Total on this game right now is 234.5, 234.5. And the spread on this game is Chicago minus 5.5. A lot of money actually is coming in on Chicago, right? I'm surprised that this spread is as low as it is. But looking at this game right now, this is another one where San Antonio, I don't know if this is a revenge game on Chicago's side, right? San Antonio got them 131 to 122. Wouldn't be mad if he looked at the over because both these teams do not play defense. San Antonio right now is in the middle of their rodeo road trip, if you want to call it that, right? So this is when you start getting a little more weary. You're in the middle of it. You got a couple more games to go. Maybe this is the right time to take the over on this game. Chicago is playing literally no defense. And from what San Antonio's been doing, man, San Antonio has quietly won their last 2 games, right? And those are against hard teams, if you want to call it that. One being ATL and the other being New Orleans, right? Maybe, like you said, the CJ experiment doesn't work. And then on the flip side, Chicago themselves are in their own little win streak. And they also have been playing some bad teams. Charlotte's been really bad as of late. Minnesota, that was kind of crazy. I mean, you can't consider them bad, but the over went over there. And then OKC, where that game was held relatively low, and OKC was able to cover that spread, right? So this is one of these things to where maybe you could look at Chicago because the line is short enough. I would probably look at the over here. I would probably look at the over on this game. I don't know if I want to bet Chicago just yet because you can't really bet a team that doesn't play defense. But if you're going to look at a spot here, I do like the over on this game. Not afraid of that number. Who do you like?
Yeah, this is a tough game. I'm not going to be betting this one. I think Chicago can win this game, but I think San Antonio's been playing competitive ball for the last, week and a half. They won some big games. They've kept a couple games close that they shouldn't have. So DeJounte Murray's playing lights out right now, man.
Yeah, he is.
He really got up for that game against Trey. Showed out in that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, they're playing good, but Chicago is the side here. You got to figure they're going to get this done. But, I'm with you. Until they figure out these defensive issues they're having, it's hard to bet on this team, man. They start giving up big points to people. So, close game. I'm not going to bet it, but I think Chicago should get this done.
I hear you. I it's hard to take a side, like I said, on a team that doesn't play defense, but Chicago is the better team. They just are. But I do like the over as well. That's a lean for me. Next game we have Orlando, man. Orlando Magic at Denver. This is elevation here, right? Denver is minus 11. Total on this game is 225.5. It has moved up a hook. Another one I don't get. I don't get it. I think maybe it's recency bias. I don't know. Looking at this game, Orlando got them last time. So this is a revenge game on Denver's side. They beat Denver 108 to 103. Denver, I think because of them beating Toronto, maybe this line is inflated. I don't know. It's not going to be a fast game. It's not. It's going to be Joker speed. Denver's last couple of games, man, they've all gone under. It was a push. The last game that went over was against New York, 132 to 115. When I say I'm not afraid of spreads, I'm not, right? when I'm saying that I'm not afraid of a team to backdoor cover, either I am or I'm not. Orlando's not one of those teams that's going to backdoor cover. Either they'll just let it get away from them at the end of the game, like that happened against Utah. But I just don't see them as really a fighting team. The 11 I don't understand, and the reason for that is because Denver has let some games get away from them. And Orlando is one of those teams that could probably keep it close. Looking at the first half for Denver right now, the Nuggets are 4-5, and the Hornets, or excuse me, the Magic is 5-5. They've got a better first half ATS when they're away for the season than the Nuggets have when they're at home. The Nuggets have a better ATS when they're away as well. And so I think this is one of these things to where you look up at the score at halftime and it's kind of close, and then it'll probably get away. So I'd probably take a first half look on this game. But for right now, again, I'm not going to play this game until I look at the numbers more in depth. Who do you like here?
Yeah, Denver's one of these teams, man. You want to talk about Jekyll and Hyde? I mean, sometimes they look like they could be one of the better teams in the league. That Milwaukee game, they look great against Toronto.
Yeah.
And then sometimes they don't look good at all. So, yeah, I wouldn't give the 11 with Denver here, but I'm not betting Orlando either. So I'm going to stay away from this game just because we don't know what we're going to get on any given night from Denver. So, yeah, it's tough, man. You know, they lost to New Orleans just recently, smacked by Minnesota.
Yeah.
But then they come out, they beat Milwaukee, Toronto. So I don't know. They do play slow, though. I could definitely see this game going under. But we'll see. I'm probably going to just stay away from this one completely. Joker should be able to handle everything, you know, Bamba and everybody over there. You know, like you said, though, but the Magic's that team, if they're down 20, they're still going to push the ball up with Cole Anthony for some reason, chuck up threes late, like, and try and keep this thing competitive. So, yeah, I try to stay away from Denver games right now until they get a little more consistent one way or another.
Yeah, you did lose Mo Wagner also.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He's got his ribs. And then Monty Morris is questionable. It's funny. I don't even really, if I look at a game, I'm like, man, I'm not going to play this. I don't even care about the injury report.
The injuries don't matter in this one.
Yeah, I don't even care. So we'll see. I'm off this game for now. Next game we have on the books, Houston Rockets at Utah Jazz. Elevation. Total on this game is 230.5. It's now at 231. 231.5. Spread on this game is 14.5. Don't get it twisted, man. This is one spread that I'm not afraid of. I'm telling you, this is one spread that I'm not afraid of. Right now, looking at the injury reports on this game, you still got the same people out, right? It looks like they pushed back Rudy Gobert.
I think so. I think they're going to hold him till after the All-Star break.
Yeah, they pushed him back. He was like a game-time decision. They pushed him back, man. I don't know. You got Dennis Schroeder, who's questionable. He's acquired, right? You got Fernando, who's also been acquired and questionable. Eric Paschal is questionable on the Jazz side. And Rudy Gay is out. He's been out. He hasn't really been any help. But, I mean, Utah's been quietly getting things done with Whiteside, Clarkson, and Donovan Mitchell. You know? I'm not afraid of this number. I'm really not. I'm really not afraid of this number. They're covering large spreads. Large spreads, man. Orlando was 12. It's sheesh. I don't get it. I don't get it. They've covered the last four. They've covered the last four. The only one they lost against was Denver, but they beat Denver. I mean, this team is quietly getting better. So 14.5 is not bad. I probably won't step in front of it because I think honestly, I think my luck was good with the Orlando one. I don't want to press it, right? I don't want to press it. So for right now, I'm off this game, but I wouldn't be mad at you if you took the Jazz full game. Who do you like here?
Yeah, I like the Jazz, man. Since Mitchell's been back, this team's been on an absolute tear. They're also
Mhm.
playing just really good defense for not having Gobert in the middle. It's kind of surprising. Um, Outside of that Knicks game where they got pounded on the boards by Mitchell Robinson, I think they've held a couple teams here under the century mark in a row. Yeah, they held Orlando under 100, held Golden State under 100, gave up the 104 to the Knicks and 102 to Brooklyn. But their defense has been, you know, they're just tough, man. Whiteside, for as bad as he is offensively, he does play hard D, rebounds hard. Houston doesn't bring anything to the table, man. They like to run and shoot, but they don't even give big minutes to their guys. They're just spreading everything around regardless of the situation. Kevin Porter and Christian Wood play 32 minutes a game. They're not pushing them into the high 30s. So I like Utah here, man. I think the 14 and a half is fair.
You think so?
I think they get it done, man. Toronto
Yeah,
has been getting blown out.
You've talked me on that game. I mean, I was already leaning Jazz, but like I said, that was a close cover against Orlando.
Yeah.
Right? Well, okay, tell me this. Do you think, and this is just games as of late, do you think Orlando's better than Houston?
If they were playing together, no, I'd probably take Houston if they were playing against each other. I think stylistically, though, for Utah, I think Orlando's probably a better matchup than Houston is for them.
Okay.
You got a couple, Cole Anthony can run with Utah. Bamba is at least a presence inside, whereas Christian Wood, the guy just wants to step back, shoot threes. He's not dominating the paint by any means. I just don't think Houston's got the matchup here, but Houston's been getting just absolutely torched lately, man.
Yeah.
Orlando was kind of keeping some games close here and there, but it's like, they lost by 19 to Toronto, 13 twice to New Orleans, 15 to San Antonio, 25 to San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
Then they had that one magical game where they beat Cleveland.
Right.
Lost by 14, lost by 15, lost by 30. I mean, they're just not competitive right now.
Yeah, I can see that.
They're also, unlike Orlando, who pushes it at the end of games that they're down. Houston just shuts it down. They don't care. They're like, oh, this is status quo. We're down 30. Like,
yeah,
let's go to tomorrow. So I like Utah here.
Yeah, I think you talked me on that game. A couple more things I want to look at, but that's a strong, heavy lean. Triple V47, appreciate the comment. Thank you. We do this for y'all. We usually use these mornings to talk these games out, right? I mean, if we want to step on it, we can, right? But usually, how the NBA works. Don't be afraid to just use this as kind of like a guiding post to help you with your own capping, right? But these things could change. There could be game time decisions. So yeah, we appreciate it. Appreciate the comment. We try to do this for y'all. But hopefully you can use this like as a measure in your own capping. We usually talk it out on the show. If we're not that confident, we'll say it. So thanks for that. Last game on the slate, man. Golden State at the Clippers. Right. Line right now is Clippers +6, home dogs. Total on this game is 220.5. Going down, bro. Going down. I'll tell you right now, the way Golden State's been playing as of late, it beat the Lakers kind of barely, if you want to call it that. That game could have been a different way if LeBron would have made the free throws, right? But this is the same Golden State team that did lose to the dumpster fire in New York and did lose to Utah. So you could be talking about a potential 3-game skid on Golden State right now. right? So maybe that's why you got a lot of the money coming in on the Clippers, and that's why you got this number as low as it's going to get. It might even get lower. But I'm telling you, man, right now, Golden State is still the side for me. They really are. I do like Golden State here. I do. Besides the win against Dallas, the Clippers fought back on them because that game kind of got out of hand. You saw Luka get into it with Man, right? They've got a long feud going on. They did beat Dallas, but it's kind of that was like when he calls home and homes. It's one of those things to where you play the same team twice, 2 games back to back. They kind of figure it out. Dallas got them the first time, beat them 112 to 105. Right. So if you ask me, losing to Memphis, losing to Milwaukee, losing to Indiana, I think Golden State could beat this team easily by a couple of buckets. So if the money is coming in, not unless somebody is sitting, I'm looking at the injury report now, and everybody's good to go, except for the regulars, Wiseman, Green, and Iguodala. You got a full squad in Golden State, right? So I'm telling you right now, Golden State is the side I'm looking at. I would only take Golden State here, and I'm going to wait to see if this line goes any further down, because maybe there's some recency bias going on. But Golden State should be to beat these boys by 10 easy. Who do you like?
I like the Clippers here, man.
Oh,
Norman Powell being out scares me off of actually betting it. But Golden State's looked awful lately. They just haven't looked good. That New York game was embarrassing.
yeah.
And that was coming off of getting embarrassed by Utah.
Right.
So if there was ever going to be a time for them to show up and turn it around, that would have been the game.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on there right now. Clay looks great. Clay's shooting lights out right now.
He is.
But they just don't have it figured out with Draymond still. They go through these spurts where they just can't play good enough defense. They can't get the rebounds when they need them. So, yeah, my lean here is Clippers, man. They're playing competitive. Even that Dallas game that they lost by 7 was very competitive until late. So, I think Dallas is playing better ball than Golden State right now. I think Clippers keep this competitive at home. I'm not going to step on it, like I said, without Powell. I don't trust him to necessarily get it done. But if I had to pick a side, I'd go Clippers here.
All right, man. Let's get into our lanes.
Hey, yo, I woke up, I'm not dead, smoked up, got out of bed, gotta see the green, otherwise I see a lot of red. Watching what I say around some of y'all.
So these are regular lanes for me, right? I've got maybe 1.5 strong leans, the half one you talked me on. I think I'm going to go with the over on the San Antonio and Chicago, right? That's a regular lean. I think I'm going to take Toronto here, right? Toronto at the minus 4.5. And then I think I'm going to step on the Jazz full game, minus 14.5. I think that these large numbers scare a lot of cappers. But Houston and Orlando are not teams that are just going to give you a backdoor cover. Now, if this was OKC, right? If it was OKC, well, obviously this line probably wouldn't be as large as it is, right? But if it was OKC, then I probably wouldn't play it. But teams like Orlando and teams like Houston, large spreads, they don't scare me here, right? So I think I'm going to jump on the Jazz. So Jazz minus 14.5, Toronto minus 4.5. The over on the San Antonio and Chicago game. And I'm going to throw in the Golden State minus 6. Who do you like?
Yeah, leans right now. I'm on OKC plus 8. And yeah, probably that Utah minus 14.5 are my leans right now. I don't know if I get there on either of them, but it looks like good value on both those sides still. So we'll see. I think OKC covers that spread, man.
I know, man. Man, that 8 looks good right now. All right, official picks.
Hey, yo, I woke up, I'm not dead, smoked up, got out of bed, gotta see the green, otherwise I see a lot of red. Watching what I say around some of y'all.
Yo, guy on couch is like, yo, man, is that 8 a steak or what? You talking like that 8 is a steak, bro? That 8 look good.
Looks real good.
Man, Corey. I think, man, no official picks for me, man. But I'm looking at that 8 for OKC, the more I want to jump on it. What's your official pick?
I got 2 so far, so I'm already on Toronto -4.5, Sacramento -3.5. If I had to say which one I'm more confident, it's that Sacramento.
I know.
Over Brooklyn, man. I'm feeling real good about that game.
I know, bro. Sacramento looks damn good.
Man, they're just playing Brooklyn.
I know.
Brooklyn looks
and they don't
bad.
have anybody at this point now, right? No KD, no Harden. The people you have coming in is Seth, and you have Andre Drummond coming in. So more help in the middle. This is brutal, man. This is brutal. I might jump on these. We'll see. All right, that is the show. This is Getting in the Green with Perfect Strangers. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channels, as we will be bringing you daily content on the games here. Couple of big days this week, man, before we get into the All-Star break, right? And then we won't have any ball for a minute. We'll be able to recalibrate and retool and get some things right. And yeah, another day, another dollar, man. Until next time, y'all be easy.